Hi friends, welcome back. Today we are going to solve one frequently asked coding interview question by many big tech companies. The name of the question is activity selection. So we will go through the problem. I'll explain you. We are going to use a greedy approach to solve this problem. So if you are not, if you don't know about the greedy approach, if you are a junior level developer, you are a fresher, then watch this video until the end. So you will completely understand what the greedy approach is and why we use greedy approach to solve these kind of problems. So these kind of problems are typically asked in the fresher rounds of interviews or coding rounds of interviews for junior level positions. Um, so if you are new to this channel has it's dedicated to help people in their coding and Java interviews. On this channel, you will find lots of helpful videos using which you can do your coding and Java interview preparation. For example, there are more than 400 different varieties of coding problems solved and explained on this channel. Many of those problems are taken from previously asked coding interview questions by big tech companies including Google, Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, Yahoo and many others. Among those solved coding problems, you will find all different coding questions varieties which are very important in the coding interview questions, including breadth first search, depth first search, matrix problems, graph problems, coding questions related to binary search, linked list, strings, optimization problems using priority queues, dynamic programming question, as well as lots of logical problems. So if you are preparing for any coding rounds of interviews or Java rounds of interviews, or you simply want to learn different concepts about Java, programming, data structures, algorithms, then this channel can definitely help you in doing so. So please subscribe to this channel now. Also, whenever we come across any interesting and important coding problems, we create videos on this channel so that we can discuss those problems with others, and we can also show them the approaches, logics and the Java solutions, how we can solve different varieties of problems using Java. So they can also learn how to solve different coding problems. So make sure you click on the bell notification icon so you won't miss any important upcoming videos on this channel. So let us start with this problem, activity selection. So you are given n activities with their start and finish times. Activities are sorted by their finish time. Select maximum number of activities that can be performed by a single person, assuming that a person can only work on a single activity at a time. So this is what the problem says. They have given some examples about this. So there are some activities that they are going to give us some start time and finish time for each activity, and the arrays will be sorted by the finish time, right? So finish time will be the sorted arrays. So for example, this is one example they have given us, right? So as you can see, the arrays are sorted by the finish time in ascending order, right? So you can see 2, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, right? So this is sorted, that is already given to us. So it means that we don't have to like do any sorting or anything here because it's already sorted. So now our goal is to find out maximum number of activities that we can do basically, right? So activity starts at time 1. For example, if you look at this first activity, right, then it starts at time 1 and it ends at time 2. So you can take any other activity which starts greater than or equal to 2 basically, right? You can take any of the activities. So what like how can we actually maximize basically the number of activities that we can finish in this given activities? So we will use a greedy approach to solve this problem, right? Greedy approach is very helpful to solve these kind of problems. So how we will solve it? So let us see with this example, right? So first, the first activities we can always do basically, right? Why? Because the finish time is always given in the ascending order, right? So this is the minimum finish time we have basically. So we can always take this first activity in our answer, right? Because this is the first activity you can always do. Now, if you finish this activity at time 2, then which activity you can do after that? You can do the next activity, which is the 4, right, which starts at 4 and it goes until 8, right, because 4 is greater than or equal to 2, right? So there is no problem to take this activity and complete this activity, correct? So this is our second activity, right? Now if we finish this activity, we can take any activity which starts at like a point which is greater than or equal to 8. So which activity starts at greater than or equal to 8? This activity. So this activity we can take, right? Then it ends at 12. So it means that we can take the further activity which starts at greater than or equal to 12. So now which one is that? This one, right? So this one also we can take because it starts at 12. It goes until 13. So after 13 we can still do this activity also, right? So these are all the activities that we can actually do. So we have to actually return the indexes of these activities, right? So we will return the indexes of these activities. So how are we actually how are we solving the maximization problem here? Because now you understood that this is how we can solve the problem, but what is the guarantee that we will always finish the maximum activity? So for example, since we are actually looking all the activities, for example, when it finishes at 2, we can actually take this activity also, or this activity also, or directly we can take this activity, right? Then why we are not taking that activity, and why we are taking this activity? Why we are taking this activity? Because these finish times are given in the sorted order, correct? So if we take this activity now, then it means that we are actually maximizing our possibility of completing more activities, right? Because this is the lowest possible case where you will have minimum amount of finish time here, right? If you take 5, you will get 9, which is more than 8, right? If you get 6, you will get 10 here, which is more than 8, right? So this will not maximize your activities. What will maximize your activities is when you choose a next activity which finishes earliest, right? That one will maximize your activities, or number of activities that you can finish, correct? So we will not select 5, 9 or 6, 10 or 7, 11. Why? Because they finish later, right? At a stage 9, 10, 11 or these stages. So we will not take these activities, but we will take this activity 4, 8, right? So that we will increase our possibility of doing maximum number of activities. And why this works? Because the finish times are sorted in ascending order, correct? So finish times are sorted in ascending order, correct? So this is how the greedy solution works. So now you understood why our solution will always give us the maximum number of activities that we can do, correct? So even if after 2 you can choose this one or this one or this one or any other thing, you will not choose anything. You will choose the activity which is the which finishes earliest, but like this one, right? It finishes earliest in all these remaining activities. So that is what you will choose, right? So once you do this, then again you will choose the activity that like after this activity you can only do, you cannot do 5 or 6 or 7, right? Because it is smaller than it. So the only activity now you can do is this activities, right? So which one you will choose? You will only choose the activity which finishes earliest. So that's why you are choosing 8, 12, right? And why? Because it will give you maximum number of activities that you can finish. And if you are a new developer, this approach is called as greedy approach, right? Greedy approach, because we are greedily choosing the activity which finishes earliest, right? In these activities, when we are when we chose already this one, we will choose an activity that finishes earliest. So that's why it is a greedy solution. So now you understood the approach. I'll explain you one more time how we will solve it, and then I'll go to the code. So now this activity we can always do basically, because this is the first activity, right? So this is the first activity. So let us say this is our index 0, right? Now we are at 4 comma 8. So now after 2 we can take this activity, correct? Because this one is we can do, right? Because 4 is more than, greater than or equal to 2. So it will finish at 8. After 8 we can start activity which actually finish like starts at like greater than or equal to 8. So this one, right? This one. And then after 12 it finish at 12. So so other activity what starts greater than or equal to 12, we will take this, right? It finishes at 13. So we will take activity which starts greater than or equal to 13. So this one. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So these are the indices that we will return, that these are the activities that we can finish, actually the maximum number, right? So let us go to the code. So now you understood the problem clearly. So this kind of questions are typical if you are planning for any coding rounds of interviews for your if you are a fresher or junior level Java developer, then make sure you know this, you know how the greedy solutions work also, right? So let us go to the Java code now. So this is our function find and print max activities, right? So we get the start array, we get the finish array, and we get the total number of activities actually in these arrays, right? N. So what we will do is we created these two variables I and j, and then we just printed selected activities here, and then I is equal to 0 in the beginning, correct? So first activity we can always do, so we will always do the first activity. I already explained you, right? So first activity we can always do, so we will do that activity here, we'll print it, then we will start from 1, right? Now what we will check here, if start of j should be greater than or equal to finish of I, right? The what this means is we can only take activity which starts like later than the activity that we finished now, right? It should be greater than or equal to the finish time of the activities that we finished now basically, right? So that's what it does. So I wrote a comment also here. So if this activity has start time greater than or equal to finish time of previously selected activity, then we'll select it. This is the greedy approach basically, right? So we can do maximum activities. So we'll print that once we select that activity, our I will become j because that is the activity that we can actually finish, right here. So we will keep doing it in the for loop, and then we will print all the activities that we can finish this way, and this is the greedy approach, so you will get the maximum number of possible activities that you can do actually. So this is the whole Java code actually. So important thing is understanding this logic and why this logic works also. I explained you both. So let us test with this same example, this maximum activity. So this is the same array that we have, right? Start and finish array. So let us execute this code snippet, make sure it works. So now 0 1 5 6 7, right? So 0 1 5 6 7, so we could actually finish all these activities, right? So this is the way you can solve this activity selection problem, one of the frequently asked coding question. Now one thing to notice here is you are given a finish array which is already sorted, right? So you don't have actually sorted it, correct? But now if it's not given in the sorted order, then you have to first sort the finish array in that case, right? And if you are sorting by yourself in the code, then it means that it is going to take n log of n time, correct? N log of n time, right? So sorting takes n log n time, where n is number of activities in the array, right? So in this case you don't have to do the sorting because it's already sorted for you, right? So I'm just telling you, if it's not sorted, then you have to first do the sorting and then apply the solution, right? So if you look at this code, then the time complexity is because of the for loop, it will be order of n, right? So let us write the time complexity here is order of n, where n is number of activities, and the space complexity for this code is going to be order of 1, right? Or also called as constant by many people. So now why it is order of 1 or constant? Because we have not used any extra space here, right? We just use some variables, and variables do not count towards space, right? So this is why the space complexity is order of 1 or constant, right? So now you completely understood this how to solve the activity selection problem. One very important coding question. I'll put this code in the GitHub repository, give you the link where you can check out the code, play with the code with different start and finish times, and see how the solution works, how the greedy approach works basically, right? So this greedy approach is one of the very important technique that you can apply to solve this kind of problem. So make sure you know how the greedy approach works, right? If you are new to this channel has a dedicated playlist for lead code problems. If you check out that playlist, it has more than 250 different varieties of lead code coding problems, which are most of those questions are previously asked by big tech companies, including Google, Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, Yahoo, and many others. You will find all different varieties of coding problems that typically appear in the coding rounds of interviews in that playlist. Check out that playlist. You will learn a lot there, more about Java programming, data structures, algorithms, how to apply different algorithmic techniques to solve different computer science problems and programming problems. So make sure you take a look at that playlist. It will definitely help you in your interview preparation process as well and in your learning process. If you still want to solve different more coding problems, then there are three other playlists on this channel. The names are Code Forces, CodeChef and AdCoder. All in all, you will find more than 400 different coding problems on this channel. All the coding problems are solved and they always come with the Java solution code, where you will find the Java solution code available in the GitHub repository, where you will get the link to the code in the video description, where you can go and check out the Java solutions code so that you can understand it more deeply, how the Java solution code is implemented and how those solutions work for different varieties of problems. If you like this video, if you find this video helpful, and if this video has helped you in understanding this activity selection problem in an easier and better way, then please give it a thumbs up to the video, give it a like to the video, subscribe to this channel. Your subscription is very important for the channel, because that is the way the videos can reach to more people who need help in solving coding problems. Some people find it difficult to solve different varieties of coding problems. Through this channel, we would like to help them by showing them how different varieties of coding problems can be approached, how the logic can be built to solve those problems, how the solutions in Java can be implemented to solve those problems, along with the data structures and algorithmic explanation. So if you like this video, give it a like, share it as much as you can with your friends and colleagues, so they can also watch these videos and learn from these videos and get helped in their coding interview preparation process and in their learning process. If you like the videos on this channel, if the videos on this channel are helping you in your learning process, you are learning something new by watching these videos, something more about data structures, algorithms and Java programming language, then please do write into the comments and tell us about it. Your comments are very valuable to us. That increases our motivation to create more such good quality content for others. So tell us about it, how the videos are helping your learning process. Keep coding, keep solving, and keep learning different concepts in Java programming as well as computer science. And thanks for watching this video.